Mathew Gilliath-Smith, thank you very much for talking to us. Tell us first your impressions of connected media IP. You were here 2 years ago.
That's right.
And it's much bigger and in a new location. What's
well,
your
first
thoughts?
of all, the location's much better for us. Being in the South Hall means it's exactly where the video speciality, especially in post-production. Mm-hmm. It's a great space. I've had a panel yesterday afternoon, so great facilities, it's great networking. I was on a panel today as well, mm-hmm. So it's been organised really well. And where we're located is on the main footfall coming through from the top of South Hall past Avid.
Perfect,
and down
you've been
to the
busy.
Back. Yeah, busy. We've been very busy and getting people who we didn't necessarily expect, finding us, etc.
Mm-hmm. So what is Fortium showcasing here at NAB in 2016?
We've got quite a unique product. It's called MediaSeal, and it's a file encryption at rest solution. Now, file encryption at rest, it means you can protect an asset, protect a file, and you can send it to someone, and they open the file up, it remains protected, and all the way through the workflow, it remains protected. Now that's unique because that doesn't really exist at the moment, or hadn't before we got involved. And the issue is that when you're working with complex editing tools, like with the Avid tools, like Pro Tools and Media Composer, if you put encryption on a file and trying to open it up in those programs, it'll crash the system, it won't work. It needs to see the native file. And so we developed this system a couple of years back, actually with Universal Studios.
Big name, that's a great name to be
Well, yeah,
with.
we have worked with the big studios for the last, 10 years, I guess. And we always think of ourselves as an innovative firm. We specialize in security, content security, and we listen to the customers, seeing what they need and or what they want, and try and develop solutions that are sympathetic to the workflow, because that's kind of the issue. You can have a great tool, but if it's difficult to use, or people find it cumbersome, or they've got to change their workflows, then they're not going to use it. So
MediaSeal is something that addresses a specific need that your customers have.
Yes.
I imagine you're going to see this grow and grow over the next few years.
Well, certainly we've had a good rise in people using it. A very good case study actually is, and they don't mind me saying so, is the BBC, where they have a very sought after program like Doctor Who. Now, when you've got a new series coming out, a series premiere coming out,
yes,
what you want to do is to get it out, quickly, securely, make sure there's no chance of it getting out before the proper airtime.
Yes, secrecy is all in that situation.
Well, exactly, but at the same time you have to get it translated into lots of different languages. So you'll be using European translators, you might be using South American translators, and when you're sending assets to a facility where there are a lot of people working there, you're not necessarily sure how it's set up. The way that MediaSeal works is to lock the file to an individual, and only they can access the file. And you can prescribe for how long they access the file, and you can also revoke their rights. So if you have 10 people working in a studio, just because the guy next door has got this asset, you think you can get hold of it and have a look at it. Well, you can't, because it has a 4-factor authentication.
So it really enhances the control that someone has over their asset.
Well, that's right. I mean, the thing is that you have lots of different working environments. A studio will be doing their own production, sometimes internally, or they'll be subcontracting it out. And with, for example, if you're a project will go through various different stages. It has to be, you have to do the sound dubbing. You have to do the captions. You have to do the special effects, and therefore using lots of different facilities.
So there's lots of points at which it may be at risk.
That's right. And
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Before we wrap up, just like your thoughts on what the most interesting trends are going on in this market at the moment.
Well, it's all about how you can access content quickly. And on a commercial basis. This morning we were on a panel about content security and how you can stop piracy and all the rest of it. There are some good new solutions out there, encrypted streaming and things like that. But it's a real kind of watch that space. There's watermarking, there's encryption at rest like we do, and I think the trend is that it's as more platforms become available, more technology comes available, but with that more challenges become available too.
Mathew, great talking to you. Thank you very much for spending some time with us. Wish you the best of luck with Media Seal. And we're watching it closely, and we hope you'll come back and tell us how well it's done next year.
Thank you very much.